soaring above the storms, transcend your problem. When other birds are hiding, the eagle will soar above the problems. Now the Bible says about those who wait upon the Lord will what? We will soar like an eagle. In the Bible, right? We soar like an eagle. So that is the metaphor of a person who has a spiritual life, who has a vibrant spiritual life. You know, if we can get old, they can still what? Do you remember the words? Isaiah? If you wait upon the Lord, even when you're old, your strength got renewed. Right? You don't get tired. That's why I'm still going. Because I believe in God, right? So that's my strength, my spiritual strength, okay? Oh, no. Next slide. Oh, I guess you. Okay, here. So here's a summary now. Here's a summary. Say, we become free and completely complete when we fulfill our true nature in our spirit world. Remember the center, the core, your true nature. Only then we are free and complete. Secondly, there's always emptiness, a hole in the soul, if you have lived out spiritual part. The thirdly, the spiritual dimension is the most powerful. Is a potent source of healing and transformation. There are no hopeless cases. Anyone can be redeemed. There's always some brokenness in all of us, but all brokenness can be fixed. And God can repair us. So I was broken before. I was hopeless before, but God makes me whole. That's the difference between people who have faith versus who have no faith. Okay? When you have faith, you can be made whole. Okay? The next slide. Okay. Now, let me see here. I say a portrait of a spiritual person is spiritually attuned. You know attune means what? Attune is the use for Reiki therapy, attunement, and also your linguistic programming, they also use the word attunement. Attunement with harmony. A person is at peace with yourself, at peace with other people, at peace with the world. A person feels at home in his right elements. Think of that. Like a fish swimming in the water, bird flying in the sky. A spiritual person is able to feel at home wherever they are. That is a beautiful picture. Attune. You are attuned with yourself, with the people. What is the state? What is the resting state? Peace. What is the message for Christmas? Peace. What is Jesus' promise? Peace I give unto you. My peace. My peace. Right? So the key was peace. The key, the cornerstone of happiness is what? It's not excitement, but peace. Peace. That is the cornerstone. That's my theory of happiness. Silverman didn't get it. Why Silverman didn't get it? He didn't understand the secret. It's not positive emotion or excitement, pleasantness. It's a deep sense of peace and satisfaction with yourself, with the world. Okay? They're probably comfortable in their own in an element. Right? They're free from anxieties. See? Now, if you find a spiritual person, how to know a spiritual person? A spiritual person is a relaxed person. Right? Let me give you a picture. Okay? This guy, Lao Tzu, he represents a Chinese tradition of spirituality. Tao, the way of nature, the way of water. You're content wherever you are. You know, it's the true wisdom. You know, the Tao, you know, the natural way. And the Bible always says, learn from the bird, right? Don't worry about it, right? You know, Apostle Paul says, wherever I am, I am content. You read about Apostle. Now, how can Apostle Paul be so? You want in jail? He said, rejoice. You know why? He had peace in his heart. See, attunement. You get an idea now? He was waiting for execution. Socrates that guy who understands peace. Socrates was about to be executed because of his heresy that corrupted youth, because his wisdom actually. But he had sleep well, he didn't worry about, had this smile on his face. People wondered, how this guy is facing death? Because he's a guy who is at peace with himself. So now here's a two happy fellow. Here's the Buddhism, here's Christianity. See, all the spiritual people, whether you're Taoism or they're happy. In a sense that the happiness stems from a sense of attunement, being at peace with themselves, with the world. They well up from deep down their soul. They have a deep sense of satisfaction because they are at peace. Right? So the key word in Christmas time is peace, right? Now that is a spiritual person's soul look like, full of sunshine. You know the next picture? Mm-hmm. The life of a spiritual person is full of light. You know what does it look like? Love expels hate. Light expels darkness. So when you are a spiritual person, you open yourself up to God's grace, to a spiritual world, your life will be like this. Not all kinds of dark corners, dark closets. That you're so afraid people might look into that and see it. You know how many people, they cover up, there's so many things to cover up. There's some area restricted, out of bounds, don't touch here, this is my secret. Don't touch here, this is my secret. But a spiritual person is an open book, right? Full of sunshine. Now in China, all the topics are called political sensitive topics. You cannot talk about that. Because government has so many high up. You cannot talk about Dalai Lama, you cannot talk about June 4. Not even cannot talk about umbrella. Umbrella is a sensitive topic now. They're living in fear. Then why? Because communism is atheism, is materialism, and they don't believe that God is soul, right? So they constantly live in fear. There's so many topics are forbidden, sensitive. But a real spiritual person don't have to worry about, you're not so high, right? Because we all know that we are vulnerable, we are incomplete, so we don't have to, I'm not perfect, right? You all know I'm not perfect, right? So that's my secret. I'm shameless. And I'm fearless. Right? So I'm so old now, so whatever gets gravy, so if I die now, I don't mind, right? If people say bad things about me, that's fine too. That's nothing off my skin, right? So I'm shameless and fearless. So that's good state to be in. Then you don't have to worry, right? Where are we now? Okay. Now, I use the word spirituality rather than religion because religion had a bad name now, right? But religion is institutionalized with a head, with organization, with dogma, with belief, with rituals. Often religion is a source of conflict because Muslims fighting with Christians, Catholics fighting with Protestants, Europeans around the world, 200-year war, Protestant versus Catholic. Religion can be a source of conflict. But the nice part of religion is that you have faith community. So faith community is a good thing, right? Faith community can provide a lot of resources. So the nice part of religion is that they have a faith community that can provide support for you. The spirituality is more individualized, like tailor-made spirituality. There's no central authority. Yeah, you're putting richer. But the problem is that there's no discipline, right? If you do wrong, nobody can call you for it, right? Nobody can expel you. There's no discipline, no accountability. And also we don't have community support. You know? So I hope they can form a spiritual community of all spiritual people that can support each other. But that's not easy. Okay, what is spiritual dimension now? Okay, first of all, we are spiritual beings. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we are made in God's image, we are born with Buddha nature. Deep down, there's goodness in all of us. Deep down, there's goodness in all of us. There's a redeeming value in all of us. Okay? So we're spiritual. But the core of spiritual being, Franco, he started that. He said, the spiritual core is really consists of the quest for meaning and self-transcendence. So nowadays, people define spirituality in terms of quest for meaning. They started formalizing it by Franco. He said, the search for meaning is what? It's actually search for self-transcendence. You know why? He said, people are incomplete if they are in themselves. People become fulfilled, a sense of fulfillment, attunement. People become fulfilled only when they get out of themselves into the larger spiritual world and relational world, which is self-transcendence. Horizontal transcendence to other people, and vertical transcendence to worship God Himself. That's what self-transcendence is. Self-actualization is a what? Is a byproduct of self-transcendence. That's what Franco said, right? You want to actualize yourself, you better get out of your personal world to embrace the spiritual world and the relational world. Then you fulfill your core essence. Then you actualize yourself. You see? He's really brilliant, his insight. You can't actualize yourself without reaching the state of self-transcendence. The main attribute of spirituality are love, connecting with others, and connecting with the whole, which is nature or creator of nature. So connection and love, compassion and harmony in connection, rather than isolated within yourself. Okay? It is spiritual dimension is separate out of all other animals. So you can be fully yourself and enjoy things about living a full life. You can't live a full life, right, without living a spiritual life. See, if you try to live fully alive and forget about spiritual part, it won't work.